and here we are at the Alexandra Palace for the London Model Engineering Exhibition put on by Meridian Exhibitions. Gary, very nice to meet you. I'm Howard. How are you?
Yeah, very good.
Very good. So we're here today at the London Model Engineering Exhibition put on by Meridian.
Yep.
And what have we got here then, Gary?
So this is some of our indoor flying planes that we do. So we're here today basically just to demo what we do. We fly outdoor planes during the summer. In the winter we fly these indoor planes in sports halls up and down the country.
They're amazingly quiet.
Yeah, basically they're electric powered, so they've got a small brushless electric motor on the front. They use a mobile phone type battery on them, and then they've got some little servos to actuate the surfaces, and we can fly these in a pretty small area. We've got some of the best guys in the country flying there this weekend, so they're having a lot of fun just putting on a show, really.
So what kind of mobile phone type battery? Little lithium ion? Or give us an idea of capacity. What sort of capacity?
It's
1,000 milliamp hour.
It's 500 milliamp hour.
500 milliamp hour.
So it's really small. It's literally about just over an inch square.
So it's all about super lightweight then. With
this
these.
weighs about 150 grams.
I just noticed something quite interesting. The prop is on a gimbal.
Yes, absolutely. So the prop has got variable thrust on it. So as well as the rudder, which gives you your yaw, the thrust actually comes at an angle as well, which allows the...
So you can vector the prop and you can
turn in a very small space.
Yeah, fantastic. And everything looks like it's made out of polystyrene?
It's an EPP. It's a type of polystyrene, but it's flexible rather than brittle. So
yes, it is.
You can bend it 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Because of that, it doesn't have very much strength or rigidity, and it's supplemented by loads of carbon fibre, and that gives it a structure which means it stays very stiff. So if you try and twist it, the whole thing is very rigid. So it makes it very light but very strong.
And then we've got some micro servos in here by the looks of things, and also a tiny little controller and receiver.
Yeah, so there's a speed controller which basically controls the power to the motor. There's a receiver then which takes the signals from the transmitter, what the pilot's thumbs are doing, and that translates it into movements and the power requirements.
And then back in the day when I used to fly planes, model planes, we had 27 megahertz transmitters and receivers and that kind of stuff. What sort of frequency do these work on then?
So we use 2.4 gigahertz now. The beauty of that is, like you've just seen, we can have a whole bunch of pilots in there. Nobody cares what channel they're flying on anymore, they just turn on, because each transmitter is locked to one particular model. So actually we're all flying on the same frequency, but each one is coded, so only the messages from that transmitter go to that model.
Understood. So there's no lag and anything like that?
It's very quick these days, and the range is out of sight, so you don't have to worry about range. Modern electronic gear is very reliable, and it means you can just have almost as many models as you want in the air.
And so if I was to get into this hobby, approximately how much might it be to buy one of these super lightweight planes and a controller?
So everything you see here that you would fly, this bit is about £90, so that's about £45 for the kit. And another £45 gets you the power set, which is the speed controller, the motor, even the prop, and the servos. On top of that, you do need a controller. The controller starts at about £50 upwards, just depends how far you want to go.
So yeah, not too crazy. The £150 could get you into the hobby.
Yeah, that gets you into the hobby, gets you flying around, and they're pretty durable. So I mean, you need a bit of super glue and some activator, which just sets the super glue even quicker, because we're all a bit lazy. Super glue is not fast enough for us these days.
You don't want to wait for it.
These guys want to get in the air.
Can I feel the weight of it?
Please, hope so.
Yeah, that's super light. Very cool. Excellent. Good stuff. Have a fantastic show, and thank you ever so much.
Most welcome.
Cheers. Lovely to meet you.